Welcome everybody to Ajax Mitsubishi. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this nearly new 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid ES SAWC Super all-wheel control. It's a heck of a title for a heck of a 7-passenger SUV. This is the plug-in hybrid version. We will take you through some of the great features as well as the condition on this Outlander as you watch from the comfort of your own home. Under 14,000 kilometers on this is absolutely incredible. It is a one-owner, no accident vehicle. Underneath the hood, we have a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine connected to a CVT automatic transmission. This Outlander plug-in hybrid gets 3 electric motors connected to a 20 kilowatt-hour battery pack. You're going to get an all-electric range of about 60 kilometers on this with ideal conditions, and it is one of the only plug-in hybrids that can be charged on a level 3 fast charger as well. So that's great for long road trips. We'll talk more about that when we get to the inside, but let's continue on the outside. We've got great looking 18-inch alloy wheels here on the front, the plug-in hybrid EV logo on the door, LED turn signals in the side view mirrors, and as we take a step back, you can see from the side profile, it's a good size SUV. It is a 7-passenger, more commonly run as a 5-passenger with those extra 2 seats in the back when you're bringing the neighbor's friends along or your kids' friends. That's when you're going to want to use that. Now, coming around the rear, really nice looking LED rear taillights, nice and clean on the back. And then you can see we've got the super all-wheel control. And I would argue with the fact that this has electric motors for that all-wheel control, it is very, very precise, more so than a traditional all-wheel drive vehicle. Now, third row seats up, still lots of room back here for cargo. You can see this is the electric vehicle charger that comes with it, just plugs into a regular outlet. You can charge this with just the regular charger that it comes with overnight, off-peak hours. It'll take care of the job for you. You could also install a level 2 charger if you wanted. Now, in the back, we have a regular home outlet as well, which is nice and convenient for tailgating and things like that. Third row seats, they do fold down, tumble into here. Then you have a nice fold flat cargo system. Again, this is really probably the way that most people will run it, with the third row seat down. When you do that, we do have this nice cargo cover here that protects all of the stuff in the back from other peering eyes. And then one last thing that I love is that second row seat. You can see that this middle seat will fold down to give you an armrest, but also allow a pass through for skis, snowboards, things like that. So that way you can have 2 adult or teen drivers on both sides of the car, not jammed together in the middle seat, which is really nice. Coming around the passenger side, so you can see all 4 corners of the Outlander. And then as we come up front, you see the nice headlights. They've done such a nice job with the front end of this. LED daytime running lights, LED headlights as well. Lots of chrome on the front. Really, really nice front end. All right, now let's go take a look on the inside. So back passengers, as I mentioned, this is where you're going to get most of the use, is obviously in the second row here. Nice cloth seating, non-smoker vehicle. Again, under 14,000 kilometers. It's in great condition. We've got rear ventilation, and then down here we've got some USB ports and another home outlet down there as well. So lots of ways to keep everybody plugged in and charged up. And then the back seats are accessed just by popping this down. And then you have access to the third row seat. Obviously, you would move these seats forward, and then you'd have some more legroom back here. All right, and that's when you're taking all the kids out to the movie or to the birthday or something like that, you use your third row seat. Up front, parents are treated to some nice seats as well. These are heated seats, height adjustable seat, and a power lumbar. Now let me just kick my boots off here before I get snow in your almost new Outlander. All right, so let's turn down our climate control. 1 second here. Just don't want to be fighting over a fan noise. There we go. So now that we're up front, let's talk about the safety features. Forward emergency braking, forward collision warning, blind spot warning in the side view mirrors. We even have this seat belt reminder here so you can see who's wearing their belt in the back when you have rear occupants. I love that as a parent, just to make sure that they're buckled up. We've got lane keeping assist. We have a great rear view camera system as well, sonar, moving object detection in the rear view camera. all the great safety features you would expect in a 7-passenger vehicle are here with this Outlander. All right, now that we're in the driver's seat, let's talk a little bit more about this EV PHEV powertrain, because the Outlander specifically, I think, does a best job of the PHEV drive and options for you. Okay, so let's talk about that. So down here, we have our different drive modes: power, eco, normal, tarmac, which is like a sport mode, sand, snow, and mud. And this is really just kind of those drive modes you have in every other vehicle where you only get like normal, sport, and eco. That's all of this here, but these last three obviously pertain to that super all-wheel control. Where the better part of everything comes is with these two buttons right here. So the EV and then the one pedal drive button. So let's talk about the EV one first. I'll refer to our nice digital driver's display here. So when I push the EV button, we have 4 options: normal, EV, save, and charge. So normal mode, and I'm just continuing to hit this so it stays up. Normal mode is your traditional plug-in hybrid or hybrid. Gas motor, electric motors, all assisting in one to get you the absolute best fuel economy. EV is simply, it is going to run on strictly the electric motors as long as possible until the battery is depleted. Here's where it gets cool: save. So save is going to do exactly that. It will not use the electric battery because it is in a save mode until you change it out of there. So I'll give you a great scenario. You're on the highway, you work downtown Toronto, you're on the highway, for some reason today, there's no traffic. Don't use your EV battery. Save that till when you get off of the highway and then you're in that traffic where it can run strictly electric. That's where you use the most fuels in stop and go traffic. So that would be one way I would use that save mode. And then the last mode here is charge, where it uses the the gas engine to charge up the battery. And you can see when I do that, the blue light for charge now comes on. There's our battery power right down there. And then there's our EV kind of component right here of the gauges. This goes down when you are in regenerative braking charging. Okay, that's only for regenerative braking. This goes up when you're using the electric motors. Talking about electric regenerative braking, that's where this one pedal drive is so crucial. So when we push the one pedal drive, you'll see the little icon there appear. And what the one pedal drive is, very simply, your accelerator pedal, you push down to go. The faster you release the accelerator pedal, the stronger the regenerative braking will be, which then simulates a brake experience. Not like an emergency brake, right? Not like jamming the brake pedal down, but if you let off the accelerator completely, it will feel as if you are braking. If you let off slowly, it slowly brakes. And the way it's doing that is taking those electric motors, putting them into reverse. Therefore, the lack of term is friction. It's not friction, but it's using those electric motors to regenerate or power up that battery pack as you deaccelerate. And that's the one pedal drive experience. Takes, I bet you, 3 to 4 minutes to get used to. Highly encourage you do it because there's another big benefit to it. So 2-part, regenerative braking, more battery power. Second part, you don't use your actual brakes, which means you save on brake wear, brake pads, brake rotors, things like that. So it's less maintenance as well. And that's why I really think that the Outlander does such a great job at their PHEV component, which is probably why it is Canada's most popular PHEV. Makes all sense, right? Okay, let's continue on. Nice leather wrap steering wheel, perforations on the wheel. These buttons here kind of go through what is displayed in the center console. And then we've got our cruise control over here on the right, adaptive cruise as well. So that's a nice bonus. Center console looks really nice and neat and tidy. Very easy to access all your stuff. Nice soft touch material on the dash. Great infotainment system with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius satellite radio as well. And then when we put it into reverse, a nice clear rear view camera. Moving down from that, we have our dual zone climate control, so driver and passengers have independent temperatures. Our 3-stage heated front seats. All right, a couple more USB ports down here, and then all of these nice controls that we talked about already, including our electronic parking brake with brake hold and our push button start. And then last but not least, obviously, you want to see this. One owner, no reported accidents on this Outlander. Make sure you ask for the Carfax no matter where you are purchasing your vehicle. But folks, listen, if you were thinking of maybe getting a new PHEV come January, well, this one only has 13,679 kilometers on it. It is nearly new. It's been depreciated. And here it is at Ajax Mitsubishi. I mean, there's no better opportunity to get behind a very fuel-efficient 7-passenger SUV than what you see right now. So you can visit us online, or better yet, come down here to Ajax Mitsubishi, get behind the wheel of this Outlander PHEV, and you really will not be disappointed. Thanks so much for watching. We can't wait to see who scoops up this Outlander from us here at Ajax Mitsubishi.